Hey guys, it's Melissa Tennyson, owner of 3milelaneco. I'm here today to show you how to make stickers. This video would be really long if I put it all into one, so I'm going to break this series out into a few different videos. Once you're done watching this video, you'll be able to easily go to the next videos on the end screen, or you can go down into the description box where I will have them all listed out as I post them. If you have any questions, comment on the video and let me know. I'd be happy to do a Q&A in a future video. Enough of the introductions, let's get to sticker making. In our previous two episodes, we discussed how to use Procreate to design your sticker, export it, and import it into Cricut Design Space. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to print your sticker and get it cut out on your Cricut. There are several different materials that I use to print my stickers, but right now my waterproof stickers are made on printable vinyl. I get this specific vinyl from Expressions Vinyl. You can find that link down in the description box below. I'm using my HP SmartTank Plus 551 printer on the best settings. After you've loaded your paper into your printer, you're going to go back to Design Space and click on Make It. Once you're in this screen, you're going to click on the Continue button. From here, you can send it to the printer by clicking on the button, and if you've already printed, you can click on I've already printed. After we printed, you can see that it printed a black border all the way around the sticker sheet. Those are the registration marks so that the Cricut can read those marks and know where to cut. The next step is to laminate this piece. Now, I don't put a laminate over the whole thing because I don't want to cover up the registration lines. If I do that, the Cricut will have a hard time reading it. So what I'm going to do is cut some laminate to go just inside those registration marks. And the size that I found that works really well is approximately 7 1/4 by 9 3/4. I go just a little bit smaller than that. This is the laminate that I use for my waterproof stickers. This is an Oragard 210 Economy, and it's made from Oracal. I get this from Expressions Vinyl, which is linked down in the description below. This is a standard paper cutter. Any paper cutter will do, or if you don't have a paper cutter, you could definitely use a ruler and scissors. So I'm going to cut this to just under 7 1/4. To get this onto my sticker sheet without any bubbles or creases, the first thing I'm going to do is peel back the corner. I'm going to lay it flat so the paper backing is on top. I'm just going to peel back the top all the way across the short edge. And then I'm going to crease the backing paper. This exposes just a little bit of the sticky laminate so that I can place it on my image without a lot of trouble. I line up the one side inside the registration marks first, and then I'm going to carefully get that adhesive part down on the bottom. And then I just take a long ruler with a little bit of glassine wax paper wrapped around it so that it doesn't scratch. I'm going to start it where the sticky part has already been stuck down to my sticker paper. I'm going to pull the top of the laminate sheet back, hold down on your sticker paper under the ruler, and slide the ruler forward. You might have to walk the paper a little bit, but once you get it, it should just go right on. I also use a brayer. You can find these on Amazon. I'll link one down below. And I just like to smooth it out. Now, because we're using the Cricut, we need to put it onto the Cricut mat. This one is the standard grip, and it has been a little used, so it might not have a lot of tack left, but you can definitely clean these to reuse them. I'm just going to line this up in the upper left-hand corner and smooth it out. And now we're ready to cut. The program will tell you what your default setting is depending on where your dial is set. For this, my dial was set to vinyl, but I want to use a custom setting. So I'm turning the dial on my machine to custom, and that brings up my custom base material options. Here I have my favorites listed. I have created some myself and I have edited some options that were already there. I'm going to click on Browse All Materials, and it brings up the All Materials list. You can see all of the different settings, and you can star them to make them your favorites and make them appear on the front page. If you'd like to edit a setting, you can come down to the Material Settings box. That brings up all the custom materials. You can find one that you want to edit, or at the very bottom, you can add a new material. For my waterproof stickers, the ones I'm using in this video are the thick vinyl laminate. I cut at 350, which is the max. I do a 3 times cut to get a nice edge, and I use a deep point blade to get through the mill thickness of my sticker and laminate sheet. You can edit it and change how many times it cuts, what tool you're using, and change the pressure. You can also change the name here. I have the dial on my Cricut Explorer Air 2 set to custom so that I can choose my base material. You can also use the dial on your Cricut to select a pre-made setting. Once you click on the material or you select the setting on your dial on your machine, you can change the pressure. If my blade is dull, I like to select more. If my blade is brand new, I like to select less. And for everything in between, I use the default. Once you get to this point and your custom material has been selected or the dial on your machine has been pointed to the material of choice, you can click on the cut button on your Cricut that should be flashing at this point. So I've turned my machine on and I've set the dial to custom. My load button is flashing, so that tells me I'm ready to load my sticker sheet. I'm going to put it underneath the brackets on either side here, but I'm going to push the mat up towards the left bracket. When I do this, when I'm loading it, I find that it cuts my stickers out a little more evenly. So you'll need to play with your machine to get a feel for it. You might be aligning to the left bracket, but on my machine, it likes it when I do it to the right. So now that I have that in there, I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on the left side of the mat, and I'm going to hit the load button. Now it's ready to cut. There's a light in between the 2 tool holder slots on the cartridge. That reads the registration marks outlined on the paper. This lets the machine know exactly where it needs to cut. As soon as you unload this from your machine and peel it off, your stickers are ready to go. And there we go. There's a really brief tutorial on how I make my print and cut stickers. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. I would love to know what videos you guys want to see. Leave me a comment and let me know what's on your top 10 questions for sticker makers. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!